today we take the lesson number 7, history of the lesson number 7, development in tribal communities. Development in tribal communities. Please take out the page number 73. First of all, we read the recall box. In class 6, we learned that in ancient times, people used to organize themselves into tribes. With the evolutions, the Mahajanapada, society became more complex. The difference between the high and the low caste and between the rich and the poor continued to grow. However, some social groups which are called as the tribes did not have this unequal division. Which you can tribe you can the small social groups. In standard 6 we learned ancient times people they organize them in the small groups. They are called tribes, and society become in that groups. Society becomes more complex: high, low, rich, poor. But some people establish their own groups, social groups. They are called tribes, and did not have this unequal division. They did not have their unequal division. Tribal communities in India evolved is in isolations away from the rigidly divided caste-based society. They are caste-based society. They were more egalitarian and closer to the nature. Egalitarian and the closer to the nature. They developed their own ways of the life and retained their distance identity. Please children take out the pencil, underline the some social group which are also called tribes and did not have this unequal division. Word egalitarian, word egalitarian. When it is needed, I tell you to underline the word or the sentence. It is come in the exam for one word, two words, or the one sentence, two sentence question answer. Our first topic is the tribals. And the first point is history of the tribes. The history of the tribes in India can be traced back even prior to Harappan civilizations, 2500 BC. The existence of the tribal group is mentioned in ancient Indian literature, where we found all the information about the tribal groups in ancient Indian literature. Literature means written books. In the Ramayana, please underline this. In the Ramayana, the character of Sabri, the elder ascetic devoted to Lord Rama, belonged to the Bhil tribe. If you see Ramayana and if you know the Sabri character, then she was very much devoted to Lord Rama, and she belonged to Bhil tribes. The character in the Eklavya in the Mahabharata. If you see Mahabharata and if you know the character of Eklavya, who is Eklavya? Who was Eklavya? Eklavya was sacrificed his thumb for his guru Drona. Was the prince of the Nishada tribes. So children underline both incidents, Ramayana to the Nishad tribes. We know about the tribes from the Asian culture and historical culture and the historical books. In India, the term Adivasi is used to refer to the all indigenous people or the tribal groups. Adivasi is used to refer to the tribal groups, indigenous or the tribal groups of the country. The tribals have lived for thousands of years in hill and densely forest region. They have remained untouched by the social, economic and scientific development. They are untouched by the social, economic and scientific development. They lived for thousands of years in hilly and river type of area. Many of these tribes have developed their own distinct lifestyle, custom and belief. They often make full use of the natural resources of the area where they live. They use totally natural resources and fulfill their lifestyle. Tribes are found in where they are found in Kerala, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Northeast Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Jharkhand, and Andaman Nicobar Islands. Different states we will found. Nowadays they are situated in different states, but nowadays they become little more modern, and they adapt our society, our culture also. Why they adopt our society and culture? Because of the growth of the agriculture. However, with the growth of the agriculture, they decline in the forest area and resulted in the uprooting of the some tribal population. In some case, they have assimilated into the mainstream society and adopt a more settled way of life. Some powerful tribes also develop into full-fledged states or kingdom. They made their own kingdom and states. Post independence, after independence, the Indian government has taken several steps to help the tribal groups. Because of the growth of agriculture, forest decline. So forested area decline. So result, some tribes are this uprooting. In some case, they have assimilated their mainstream and settled the way of life. Some powerful tribe develop their own fledged states and kingdom. And post independence, Indian government take a lot of steps to help the tribal group. Under this, there is a one box. Find out the meaning of word clan and tribe and write them in the notebook. Which of these is the larger social group? Write with pencil. Clan is group of people. Clan is group of people united by united by the actual. And tribe is some social groups. Tribes are some social group. And which of these is a larger social group? Tribe is a larger social group. Tribe is a larger social group. Now page number 74. In India, over 15 million people are classified as a tribals. Some of the important tribes include the Ahoms and Nagas in the northeastern India, the Mundas and the Santhala in eastern India, the Gondas and the Bhils in the central India, the Kolis in western India, and the Todas and Ayurals, the Kurumbas, the Kotas and the Paniyas in South India. There is a map below the above the paragraph. Above the paragraph there is a map, and you have to locate it. It is a one mark question. You have to locate the map. Locate the word in the map. Where they are situated. Too many tribes are there. Major tribes of India are Ahoms and Nagas in northeastern India, the Mundas and the Santhalas in eastern India, the Gondas and Bhils in central India, the Kolis and in western India, and the Todas, Ayurals and the Kurumbas and the Kotas and the Paniyas in south India. Now we will move on to the next topic, sources. Sources. The study of the tribal life and the society is a part of the scientific of the anthropology. Science of the anthropology. Anthropology is the study of human origins, cultures and the social relationship of the human beings. Scholars of anthropology are called the anthropologists. Anthropology are also called the anthropologists. The study tribals by living among them and observing the smallest detail of their lifestyle. Historians use their writing as a sources for the study of the tribes, as very few where records exist about them. Please underline what the anthropology and anthropologists. The study of tribal life is a part of the anthropology. It is a one type of science, and the scholars who studied the anthropology is called the anthropologists. Anthropologists. They studied about the human origins, cultures, and social relationship and human beings. And historians use their writing as a source. Record exists about them. Anthropologists, second paragraph, anthropologists have identified some important features that characterize all tribal groups. First, tribes live in relative isolations from society. They are economical self-sufficient. They have a simple lifestyle. Economical, they are self-sufficient. They have simple. Why they are self-sufficient? Because they have a simple lifestyle. They practice subsistence of agriculture, cultivating only as much as they require for themselves. Some tribes were the nomadic. Some tribes were nomadic. What is the meaning? Underline the word nomadic. What is the meaning of the word nomadic? Nomadic words meaning move from one place to another, place to or place to place. Some tribes were the pastoralists and the cattle headers and move with their animals in search of the pastoral lands. Very few tribes still practice hunting and gathering. They are doing the practice of hunting and gathering. Why? Because they lived beside the jungle or the forest. Tribals believed ancestors worship totem. Underline the word totem. Totem meaning symbol of animal or the nature, especially for the tribal groups. Worship and the nature worship. Take any animal or the nature symbol and they worship it. They have a distinct culture, language and tradition. They have their own distinct culture, language and traditional. They are self-sufficient, lifestyle is simple, cultivating only as much as they needed, require for themselves. Nomadic, the word nomadic suggests move from one place to another. And some people are the cattle herder, moved with their animals and cattles with the pasture land. Very few tribes are practice hunting and gathering, and tribes are close to nature, so they use the ancestral worship and totem. Please children, write down these all topics in your notebook. Now move on to the next. Read an extract from an article written by the K.L. Kamath, who writes about the system of education prevalent among the tribals of the central India called the Kotul. Anthropologists feel that the Kotul is what is believed, what is he feel. He feels the Kotul is the Asian institute. It is a living in university. There are no books, no tests. The formula of the university is no book, no test. At one thought life's education. Students are the teachers and teachers are the students. It is truly a wonder. The Gotul is a very typical located outside the village. A long time before the land Grant University were a known in the West Ward and Adivasi Reserve. Empty tract of the land and the educating the young. They grew vegetables in the Gotul garden and taught community living to the children. The Gotul is also a culture center. Every youth older than 6 years is automatically a member. Who become a member of than the 6 years is automatically a member of Gotul. We will now study page number 75. We will now study in detail two Indian tribal groups, the Gonda in central India and the Ahoms in the northeastern India. We will learn about their distinct social and the culture tradition as well as their significance in the medieval period. Because we going to learn now two tribes, Gonda in central India and Ahams in the north India and northeastern India. And the first is case study of the Gondas. And our topic is the case study of the Gondas. The Gondas are the largest and most well-developed tribe community in India. The name of Gonda came from the Telugu word Konda, which means hills. The name thus indicates the hilly region where most the Gondas lives. Where they are live in the hilly region, as the name suggests. Being the largest tribal group, the Gondas are spread across the Madhya Pradesh, where they are lived, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and there are many subgroups among them. And their language is called the Gondi. Please underline this line. Their language is called Gondi. And the other in the paragraph, Gonda comes from the Telugu word Konda, which means hill. Gonda comes from the Telugu word Konda, which means hill. The Gonda is large and most well developed tribe. So they spread over the many states and they like to live in hilly region and their language is called Gondi. And our next topic is the Gonda state. Historically, the central profession of the India was called the Gondwana. Since the Gonds region, it is also known as the Gar Katanga. As many as four separate Gonda kingdom situated in the north, central and eastern parts are the mentioned in Aine Akbari. Please underline the Aine Akbari. Their capitals were Mandal, Kerala, Diogra and Chanda. Historically, they lived in the center part of the India and India was called the Gondwana since the Gondas region there. They are also known as, underline the word Gaharkatanga, Godwana. Please underline the words Godwana, Gaharkatanga. Four separate Gonda kingdoms are there. Northern, central, southern parts are mentioned in Aine Akbari. Aine Akbari was a book, historical books. Their capital were Mandala, Kerala, Deoghar and Challa. The Gonda capitals were built near the hilly or the river. They were bordered with the dense forest for the protection. Till the coming of the Mughals, the Gondas were free from the dominations. The large places and the forts built by them tell us about their immense power and wealth. They were very wealthy and powerful capitals are there. The Gonda capitals they built near the hill and the forest bordered with the dense forests. When Akbar became the Mughal emperor, the Gonda kingdom was a large and powerful. When the Akbar became Mughal emperor, Gonda kingdom was large and powerful. Akbar annexed the Gonda territory in 1564 CE, though the Gonda queen Rani Durgavati fought bravely till the end. Till the end of the Mughal ruler, the Gonda ruled over the territories as vassals of the Mughals, paying them a regular tribute of the food grains. Tribute and the food grains. In the 18th century, the Marathas crushed the power of the Gonda kingdom. Underline the word Maratha from the full point till the full point. Maratha crushed the power of the Gonda kingdom. And underline the word Rani Durgavati. Akbar became Mughal empire. Gonda kingdom at that time, Gonda kingdom was very large and powerful. Gonda queen Rani Durgavati fought bravely till the end. Till the end, Mughal ruler, the Gonda ruled over the territory as a vassals of the Mughals, and always they have to pay something, a regular tribute and the food grains. In the 18th century CE, the Maratha crushed the power of the Gonda kingdom. Please children write this. Now it is the homework time. Please write the homework. Write a note on tracks. Write a note on tracks. Okay children, now bye bye time, and we will continue in the next period. Thank you.